Hey guys, my name is Landry May. I'm the CEO and co-founder of a company called Akatawa DC. We are supplying the mining industry in Africa, mainly in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, Zambia, the DRC, and Ghana. Why am I here today? Today I'm not here to talk to you about my business or my company, but I'm here to speak to entrepreneurs like me. And the reason that I'm going to speak to entrepreneurs is simply because we are all going through this pandemic all together, and we can actually pick up challenges and see what's actually happening in the world. And as you can see, many countries, I will say all of those countries, they actually coming up with ways to provide relief or bail out big industry. For instance, if you look at in France, the French government is providing some relief for the automotive industry. But what about you, entrepreneur? What are you thinking about? I know some of you businesses that's closed down, some of you cannot move forward right now, and what I truly believe is that there are opportunities that we can all tap into right now. Everybody's talking about the essential. And essential is basically some of the supply chains and healthcare and other industry that has been selected as essential that are still open and you can do business with. And I wanted to talk about specific qualities that I think entrepreneurs need to have right now in order to actually move forward with specific market and actually tap into it and make it happen. So I wanted to talk about adaptability, I wanted to talk about agility, and I also wanted to talk about flexibility. And what is agility? Agility is basically the ability of being agile. And why am I speaking about agility? It's very important. You need to understand the difference between you and entrepreneur and also of a big corporation or a multinationals. The good thing about it is that as an entrepreneur, you can easily move quicker and faster and shift things. That's actually being agile, and that's the advantage that you have as a small business, because compared to a big corporation, it's not an easy thing to quickly change strategy and change things around. So that's one of the advantages that we have. And also the other advantage is also you need to be able to be, let's say, flexible. What is flexibility? Flexibility is basically the ability of being flexible, with surplus or pliability and being able to maneuver. And also another thing I wanted to talk about is the adaptability. What is adaptability? Adaptability is also the ability of being able to adapt. And why should you be able to adapt? Because in situation like this, that's why you need to be able to adapt. You need to be able to adapt in conditions, in environment, in market, and situations. And that's the three key things that I really wanted to discuss today. And also the advice that I wanted to provide to some of the entrepreneurs is that the biggest challenge that some of the entrepreneurs have right now is that everyone wants to sell 1 million masks, 2 million masks, 10 million masks. No, you need to start somewhere. It's very important. You need to understand that you need to start somewhere. Build relationship with those buying houses. Build relationship with those companies. They need to understand who you are. They need to understand how reliable you are. They need to understand how accountable you can be. And they also want to understand your lead time. They also want to understand how professional you are. So these are very important. And as soon as you understand those things and you start putting it in place, and don't be in a rush. Don't rush into selling 1 million, 2 million masks. You can start with 10 sanitizer, 20 sanitizer, 100 masks. But the relationship that you start building with those companies, that's where you should be able to start getting big businesses and increase in volume with the same customers. And that's what you need. You need to build a strong relationship with those customers and start building volume. And because when you start building volume, you also start increasing in your revenue. And I think that's the main important part and the most important thing an entrepreneur need to understand. And we'll continue to discuss many things in other sessions that will be coming forth, and I will be sharing new ideas, including EV, the electric vehicle market, and also Industry 4.0. But right now, I would like to thank you for your time, and I don't want to take too much of your time. So thank you very much for watching this, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you like it. Until we meet again next week, make sure that you wash your hands and wear your mask, or sanitize your hands. All the best. Thank you very much.